Alright, I got the 1993 Mongolia banknote, PGM graded. The Mongolia 50 Mongo banknote is from the 1993 series, which are very vertically oriented and features national sporting themes. Got like a little polo horse, I'd say. This 50 Mongolia banknote is blue and green in color and measures 45 by 90 mm. The obverse side shows two men riding horses and the Sambolia Mongolia national symbol. The reverse also shows two men riding horses. No watermark security thread were added. Okay, each new banknote of the 1993 series varies its color and size. They came in 500, 1,000, 5,000, and 10,000. This one happens to be 50. This is a 50 banknote. They have a portrait of Chagis Khan within 20, 30, 50, and 100 Torgo notes have portraits of Sukabara. And additional pictures reflecting natural beauty, historic events of the Mongolia state flag, the emblem, symbol, and national ornaments include in the 1993 series notes. New series notes are printed using 100% cotton paper in order to protect from counterfeiting, pretty much. They have various security features such as watermarks, see-through register, micro lettering, Latin images to be seen in the ultra and sophisticated light, indigo printing, anti-screener and anti-copying line structures. New 10,000 Torgo banknote year 2000 issue was the latest security holographic patch feature. All 1993 series notes have the facultative letter signature of Mr. Mongolia Malajampinets, the former governor of the Bank of Mongolia. Facsimile letter of Mr. Unebat, the successor of Mr. Malajamets, appear of the 10,000 Torgo banknotes reprinted in 1998. All banknotes issues after 2000 have famous letters of the government. Alright. I don't think there's too much of anything of this kind, but they all come in PGMs. They go from $39 to $67 just about. But I don't think I could find any coins about this though. And okay, I got a little subject topic I want to share about, I want to read about. When renting is smarter than buying. Let's see. I've been a happy renter since I moved to Washington, D.C. 7 years ago. Neither of my apartments has been luxurious, but in an expensive city within limited housing, I paid below market rate for my first place. My roommate and I had our own bedrooms thanks to a makeshift wall. Later, when I wanted to live alone, I landed an underpriced studio in a rent-controlled building. But as more friends purchase shiny condos or casually speculate about future plans to buy, I wonder whether buying is something I should consider. The nagging feeling that buying is something you should do is one big reason that millionaires choose to buy, says Bill Nelson, a certificate finance planner and founder of pace settler planning near Boston. We've also been told that buying is an investment and renting is just throwing money away. Adding up costs, many experts recommend buying only if you expect to park yourself there for at least 5 to 7 years. What if you like your city and current situation but also have no idea where life will take you in the next 5 or 7 years? Sometimes the most you can say is, I plan to stay in the same spot knowing everything about my circumstances, career, and family today, says Jeff Tucker, an economist and in-home price site at Zillow. An online renter buy calculators such as those from smartasset.com or Zillow can run some quick calculations after you enter your local rent, target home price, size, down payment, and other factors. Don't underestimate other costs associated with buying a home. Closing costs include the appraisal fee and loan orientation fee. Typically costs 2 to 5% of the purchase price of a home. Increases on ongoing expenses such as property taxes can blindside new homeowners, says Nelson. Eric Simons, for CFP and owner of Wealth in Minneapolis, Abondo Wealth in Minneapolis, advises clients to plan on spending 1% of the home's value each year for maintenance and upkeep. Finally, if you put less than 20% down, you'll need to sink even more money into private mortgage insurance. When Simonson with the clients who want to buy a home and he asks them how much they pay in rent and pulls up several properties where they could pay the equivalent after factoring a monthly mortgage payment, taxes, insurance, and upkeep. More often than not, they find that aren't getting as much as bad of a deal renting, especially if they live in the area where the cost to purchase is very high, he says. In some locations, renting can be cheaper than buying, depending on the size of your down payment and the length of time you stay in the home. Zillow find that renting beats buying in San Jose, San Francisco, Honolulu, Oakland, Seattle, Salt Lake City, and Amania. Assuming you put down 10% and stay in the home for 5 years, even if buying comes out ahead, renting allows you to flexibly make a big life change and efforts you the time to save up for a down payment and the cash needed to cover up front and regular expenses. Renters could on average accumulate more wealth than homeowners if they invest in the equivalent of a down payment plus the difference in between monthly mortgage payment and rent in a diversified portfolio, according to Eli Burcha, co-author of the study on homeownership in the journal Housing Research. Most renters don't do this. For most people, buying is a better financial choice in the long run, but don't rush. I've never met with someone and said, the problem with your finances is that you bought a home way too late, says Nelson. But I've seen plenty of people who have messed up their financial situation by buying a home too early. Okay, that was an article I thought was a little interesting. Right there. It was by Miracle Cross. That goes credit to Miracle Cross, and this is 26 John 26 out.